Salutations! I'm Evelyn Ivy, and we are back in Minecraft with Create version 0.3. And today I'm hoping to show you around my Andesite generator. So this is smaller than a lot of the other builds that I've showcased on here. And it relies actually on a custom recipe for Andesite that's added in Create version 0.3. And what we have is a compacting recipe that takes a little bit of lava, 2 flint, and 1 gravel, and gives you andesite. There are also equivalent recipes for diorite and granite using lime sand and red sand respectively. But today, it's just about the andesite, which makes sense because it's Create, and andesite is useful for things like anything in Create that requires andesite alloy. So, we've got 2 setups of millstones here. And part of why I'm using millstones instead of crushing wheels is that this build is entirely pre-brassed here. You do not actually need to get a blaze burner to make this build. And so another part of why I'm using millstones is because this build goes quickly. We already have a lot of andesite, and I have not been running this for very long. So let's take a look at how it works. Over here, we've got our standard wind-powered drills for a cobble generator. We just need 3 because each 3 will give us 1 andesite, because we're not working with probabilities here. Every cobble will be milled into gravel, then 2 of those gravel out of the 3 will be sent to here, and those will all be milled into flint. So the 3rd one will just be sent directly to the basin. And you may notice I'm using a creative crate for lava. And that is because getting a lava source can be a huge pain that I have talked about in a different video. And so for this, you can just keep it supplied with lava by hand if you want, or you can hook it up to 10,000 lava source blocks, or you can use the sort of generator that I used in my other video. That's entirely up to you as to how you want to get your lava, and I don't want to include that in the build for that reason. So then over here, one thing to note is I'm using an adjustable chain gear shift here that's powered by the lever. If we let the windmill carry us over here, you can see it's lit up. And so what that means is those 2 encased chain drives are going to be rotating twice as fast as the adjustable chain gear shift is. And what that means is that the millstones and the belts, but most importantly the millstones, will be spinning twice as fast as the drills, which is good because milling takes longer than drilling. And if the drills go faster than the millstones, then that means that we end up with a buildup of cobble that can cause lag and also just be pretty inconvenient. So this way the millstones are able to nicely keep pace with the drilling by running them twice as fast. And also, since we're using millstones in each step, that means that there will always be the exact ratio we need of gravel to flint. So then, after that, it's pretty straightforward. We use a spout put from the basin into the chute to collect the andesite into that barrel. And that really is it. This is not a complicated build, but I'm hoping to use this for a future video, so I just wanted to explain this now. And I also wanted to show off this terraforged terrain because holy heck, honestly, this is way better than the 117 mountains there. I said it, and before I incriminate myself any further, I think I'm going to end the video. So that is all for now, and happy creating.